Black Lotus, Blade Runner. I have finished it, and I'm here to give the review. Now, the review of this entire good show, I'll say it's very good. I like the entire aspect of how the character moved, the pacing was rather fast. She got in and out very quickly. And if you guys don't want to hear spoilers, now is the time to leave, because I'm going to spoil everything. Now, she went in and she decided to go on a murder spree to kill the people who killed her and the other replicants that was her. Who are the replicants, you ask? The replicants are the artificial human beings created by Neander Wallace Jr. Now, Neander Wallace Jr. is the person that created this artificial intelligence, and the purpose of creating this was supposed to be because he wants to make a human race that is superior to the actual human race that he is a part of. He wants his civilization to be created by him and him making him God. He has a God complex. Who wouldn't if you're creating life, you know? So at the time she went to go back, she was part of this thing called doll hunting. The doll hunting is what kicked up this show. Now, the doll hunting was when they took these test subjects, random peoples from their houses, and decided, you know what? Let me take you guys, put you guys in the random of the desert, and let's go play hunting. So the president, the senator, the other places, other people like the chief commander, the doctors themselves, they all was playing with these replicants, AI artificial intelligence. Now, they was hunting them down, human hunting. I'm talking about, imagine, I put 20 people inside of a desert near a facility building, and I say, hey, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds, and 5 people has guns, and we're going to try to shoot all the people down. They don't know why they're there. They just understand that they see people in the far cliff with guns, and we just start shooting at them. That's exactly what the doll hunting was. Basically, it was a massacre. They massacred everyone, but they forgot about one replicant doll, aka our character, Elle. She had amnesia from the first episode, and she regained her memories as she adventured and found out who she was. She just didn't she had a sense, an instinct of, who is this person? That's the government? All right, cool. The fighting, the choreography is so good. I reckon it's one of, it's top tier. This girl know how to throw hands. Especially against that dude that killed Joseph's wife, Marlo. Bro, Marlo. Let me tell you something. He's the definition of a big man, but you guys think that if you guys were a big man, you will fall harder against small fry. Let me tell you something. This guy held his ground. Not only hold his ground against small people, he was called the Blade Runner. He's a Blade Runner, a person that hunts replicants down for a living, and he does it for fun. He does it for fun. He's just a guy that's just big trouble. Joseph, at the end of the show, they had their little stand-on because he was the main obstacle for Elle to get to all of the people that she needs to assassinate that made the doll hunting. I like the character development. At first, she didn't like Joseph, but then she started to warm up to him until she found out that Joseph was a Blade Runner as well and used to hunt dolls as well and kill them. This time, he did not hunt Elle. And Joseph said, hey, if I wanted to take you out, I could have been took you out. Don't get it twisted. Joseph, he already knew this, but Elle didn't. Bro is a master hunter. He was top number 1. Hunting replicants. Yet he's helping a replicant in this story to take down the elite. That is fire. I'm not the elite, but take down the actual people that's in power. The senator, the Dr. M. That's crazy. Powerful people. He told her, listen, is there no other way? We could just walk away. You don't gotta get revenge. You could just go skedaddle. She's like, nah, vengeance. I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I like that energy. That's why I stood. And she's beautiful, bro. I mean, Ella's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Ever since she took out those guys that was in the back alley, I want to know what your thoughts about her eyes turning purple. And when her eyes turn purple, you can see, like, this is not of a human. This is actually amplified. Yet, she had happy memories instilled and ingrained into her. Apparently, there's this misconception about her, like, all of the other replicants, they can't harm or kill anybody. They can't harm or kill. She is the only one that is out here killing. Even the creators of the replicants and dolls was like, what the freak? You can kill? You're not supposed to be able to kill your creator. Which she didn't kill. She sliced his eyes. And yeah, that was crazy. I go, that was crazy. Because he was like, yeah, you cannot touch me. He's like, yeah, you can't touch me. You cannot lay a finger on me, you know? And what she did, she's like, you know what? You're right. I can't lay a finger. But if I don't see you, and like she closed her eyes and then she sliced the air. So she did it unknowingly. And she sliced his eyes. I don't know why she didn't kill the creator. I guess she was like, you know what? You made me. I'm going to let you live, but you're an asshole. Hold this fade. You're an asshole. Hold that Keyblade fade, my guy. Hey, that was crazy. That was crazy. To be honest, now he's going to start sending more people after her. That's why I was like, why didn't you just knock him out? Put him to rest. The show would have been over. You know what I'm saying? The show would have been over. I'm glad to see there was this one girl, Alani Davis. She is the black. There was apparently this show included black people. This show, the first thing when you first roll up in this episodes, you see that the main character meets up with a black person. You know what? I will say for a studio that I did not know existed. I'm sorry. This is not mean to disrespect, but this studio, they have a lot of equality in their studio. Why? Because you don't see black people in a lot in TV shows, but this show was dominant. Not predominant like as per se of like, oh, black people everywhere. More like there was black people inside the main cast. You had the black detective and you had the black scientist that had ties to Joseph. So, you know, I really like that. I really like seeing like it's not just one skin tone cast. It's like they try to, you know, bring variety, you know, and that's what made me stay. I was like, damn, there's a black person. And fun fact, Doc Badger looks exactly like his real IRL version. It's crazy. Bro looks the same. They made his character almost on par. You can't, if you told me his 3D model and his self IRL doesn't look very exceptionally close, you'll be lying, bro. His stuff looks exceptionally close. Now, one thing I would say is they deployed everybody. Elle is unstoppable. Let me tell you that. She jumped off buildings. She went to a gang in a cemetery and literally she 1v'd like 20 to 35 people, gang members. She was like, wait, she saw that they was messing with the black scientist, Doc Badger. So he was like, you know what? I'll make sure those gang members never come back. You just open this camera so I can see what I can do. So I could find the people who did the doll hunt and kill my people. And also, you know, so I can get back at them. All right, cool. She said, you have a katana, huh? I'm going to use this katana. All right. And she took his katana. Well, she asked for it. And then she went to the gang cemetery and 1v20'd. She 1v20'd all of the people. That is crazy. They had guns and they still lost. Ass. Now, we know IRL, that stuff ain't happening, bro. But in this show, she won with the katana against guns. In fact, her reactivity, I would question her reactivity. she was so fast. It was more of like she was dodging the bullets so fast that before it shot, she reacted very fast and dodged a bullet before it came out, to the point where when Marlo was versing her, we're gonna get to Marlo in a bit, but she dodged it so fast that she was able to put her blade on like the gun pistol, take it out, and boom. It did get to a point where she asked Joseph, "Hey Joseph, I need a gun. These guys can kill me and these guys can murk me on sight. I need a long range weapon. I can't just katana these guys. These guys got actual they Glockos, rifle chans. They got boom chans. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she eventually she gets a gun and a sword and she just handles them. I really think it's cool how she assassinated every type of target. Each target begged for mercy. I'm innocent. I would never hurt a fly. Please. That's what your ass get. Murked. Alright? Murked. See, there's this one thing, you know. You ever fear that your creation, if you treat something bad, there's going to be repercussions. You might not see the repercussions because they was programmed not to. This is why we should treat our AI with respect. This is going into a different subject, but if AI helps you with something, just say please. We don't want another Blade Runner situation, do we? Where she makes a vendetta against everybody, makes a whole list, and the entire show, season 2 Blade Runner is, I'm going to take out everybody who didn't say please or thank you to every prompt they try to generate. All right. I actually might cut that out. But still, like, you feel me? Yo, Joseph's backstory. Now we're getting into the Marlo thing. Joseph's backstory, bro. I could see why. When we first met him, she stinks. Wait, no, not he stinks. Not she stinks. He stinks. My bad. Sorry about that. He stinks. He smells like beer, alcohol, and he smokes cigars. A lot of that was due to the fact that he murdered. The show made us think that he murdered his wife, when in actuality, Marlo, the big tall guy, he's just a big man that just bodies whoever he wants to, and he's very strong. In fact, I think he was stronger than Elle. Like, if Marlo didn't stop chasing Elle in that scene where they was fighting at the jungle when she went to take on Neander Wallace, the actual Neander Wallace, the old guy, not the junior, the Neander Wallace, I think Marlo would have probably took our main character out. He almost did. Elle got injured so badly in their first fight that she had to resort to exploding a building, setting it on fire, a random combustion, just to beat Marlo. Marlo is powerful, okay? And his gun, let me tell you something, his gun, OP is freak. I'm seeing him, right, use his gun, and bro, his gun is so powerful, I even said when I was watching, where you get those? I want one. I want a gun just like that. The freak, bro, his reload, he's walking. He has like so much mag rounds, bro. I was waiting for his gun to run out. Everybody, like the main characters that we saw running away from Marlo, they was running out of ammo. Even Joseph ran out of ammo. But Marlo, bro was shooting like he had ammo for days. It's like he had an infinite ammo perk. Bandolier Bandit, Call of Duty on your asses. For real, I'm serious. Bro was like, max ammo. Every single time he reloaded, max ammo. Because bro was shooting. I think his fighting style is unique though. Because he's able to throw the hands and mix up the freaking gun with it. I found that so fire. Same thing with Elle. Elle is at a major disadvantage, but she was able to keep up with Marlo. That's insane. That's insane. And he's a big man, bigger than her, you know? She had to pull down, she pulled out some Scarlet, no, what's the call? Black Widow moves on her. The grab with the legs. Obviously, he's a big man. He's gonna, like, topple over, but he's gonna eat that, you know? Same thing when he fought Joseph. Marlo was eating most of the punches. Marlo was supposed to win both of them. Joseph, I was screaming at the end of the TV show. I was like, yo, Joseph, why didn't you grab his gun sooner and used it against him? The only thing that he has... No, because he has hands. That bro has hands, bro. He has hands. Bro, Marlo took a shot from his own gun and was walking towards Joseph like, all right, I'm back. What's up? Joseph had to shoot three or four times just to take this guy out. 3 to 4 times. And his gun has spread. His gun has a range. A big range. It has spread. Big impact. And yet Marlo was taking 3 of those and still walking towards Joseph like, yo, I'm gonna get the job done. Let's kill. I mean, like, you get it burnt, you get it bodied. Bro. He shot him once. I was like, oh yeah. Marlo was like, oh. Woo. That hurt. Let me get up real quick. Joseph was like, gotcha, bitch. Like, it was crazy, bro. But overall, the show was very fire. I watched it. Once I saw it, I was like, I knew. There's this thing where whenever I watch a TV show, it kind of feels reminiscent. It's like the first time I watch something, but then it feels like I watched it before. And it's just... I don't know. I don't know why, but I don't know if you guys have the same thing. Comment down if you guys have the same type of thing. I call it spirit realization, is where your physical body is now living in the moment that your spirit already did, if that makes sense. Like, your spirit is in the future, and once the event happens in the present time, it's kind of like, yeah, this was supposed to happen. That's why it feels so familiar. Your physical self is just now in this action or time that our spirit has already experienced, if that makes sense. You feel me? That's off track. But I just felt like I saw this show before, or it feels very familiar. I don't know if they pulled we're going to take the show out from the store, you know, Crunchyroll, and then put it back in later, years later, and now I'm just re-seeing it. I don't know. Comment down below if it is being, like, you know, remade and it reposted. Maybe it was reposted and I saw this because it seemed awfully familiar. Overall, I'll give this show to be honest, I don't want to say 10 out of 10. It's close. It's close. I'll give it a high 9. I like underdogs. I like underdog shows. And I like that it was from an indie underdog cast. See, I don't know why nobody talking about it. Elle is like fire, bro. And I kind of wish that she had more companions. And at the end, she has like the motorcycle that Joseph was building. And she went back to the desert. But I hope that the show gets a season 2. Or in the comic, they make her meet like companions and meet other survivors. Because it would be good if she meets other survivors. So she can at least have some type of reminiscence of home. Elle has lost a lot. She's been lied to. She's a creation. You know what this show reminded me deeply of? Ghost Runner 2. Yeah, Ghost Runner. Think about Ghost Runner and its story. And then come back to me. Which we did play on the channel. If you guys didn't see it, check it out. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Y'all, let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, sub, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Gonna sue your fate. Look how they run it. I'm a villain in public. Fixing a gutter. Caution alert, people yapping untrustful. Tell them who run this. Losing restraints, I'm not like no other. Bend or break in, this the final try, you not mistaken. Why some people think I'm crazy, shape shift. How I trace them like a native. Follow straight paths, I'm a straight man with a gun pew. I'm a gangster.